I met Billy Hagee back about 6 or 7 years ago at our church. Him and Miss Elizabeth had came to sing at our revival meeting, and this old red guitar was what made us come together. Since then, we've served the Lord, the youth group, music ministry. God just allowed us to serve Him together, and it's been a blessing. A couple of years later, he started 12 Stones Outdoor Adventures, and we've watched people come and be added to this group, and it's been a blessing. I feel like that our life, as far as what we've done and how we've lived as we've went out, and I think it's impacted other people's lives, and it's all because Billy was faithful to the Lord and decided to follow what He showed him to do. I'm on my way to Rock Outdoors here in Lexington, North Carolina. This is for, I guess this would pertain more for the 12 Stones Outdoor Adventures followers and anybody on with Water and Jesus. I hope this is a blessing to y'all. But I'm on my way down here to Rock Outdoors to see Mr. Shane Dublin. Billy Hagee's birthday is this month, the 23rd. He's the founder, the one that started 12 Stones Outdoor Adventures. And I've been hearing him talk about this kayak down here for a pretty long time, and he's not pulled the trigger on it. And so several of us with the 12 Stones community decided that we were going to put our money together, and we were going to go down here and get this thing. We've got a hike coming up in the morning at Mara Mountain State Park. Billy knows nothing at all about this, and so I'm going down here to pick it up, and in the morning we're going to surprise him with it. And I just want to say that Billy started this thing, I think October of 2015. I remember him talking about it. You know, me and him and a lot of us from church would go out and hike and kayak and just all kind of stuff outdoors, camping. And he started tossing around the idea of doing a YouTube channel. And I know he done a lot of praying about it, and he finally started it. And I know firsthand that he puts a lot of hours in it and a lot of prayer in it, and I think that that we all know that God always blesses faithfulness, and so that's what's going down. All right, I'm here with Shane Dublin. He's the one that we come to for all of our kayak, camping, everything. He's the man that's fixed us up with his kayak for Billy. What do you think, Shane?
Wait a minute, nah, I ain't gonna do that because I kind of got a feeling Josh is gonna want some views on this video, so I won't sing, mess you up. But Billy, hey man, when Josh called me, wanted to put this thing together, I was excited. I'm glad we could help. Happy birthday. I know you've been looking at them for, well, the last 40 times you've been in here. You stopped and you looked at them, and then when Josh told me, it was kind of funny when Josh called me, he said, yeah, every time he leaves, he calls me and he says, hey, did you get a chance to look at that loon last time he's down there? So guess what? Happy birthday, buddy. You got you a loon. Here from Rock Outdoors, we got you fixed up.
No, he did.
I think
I knew it.
Andrew. He doesn't come off the hip there, ain't he?
I think he might have come to go with y'all instead of going with us. That's the one I've had mine on for about 6 months now. Yeah, that's my next phone. See that. I like it. Yeah, I know. You know, Biden hooked us up on that. Well, I got something to say right quick now. Get out of the way. Is that cool?
That's cool. You can right ahead, man.
Fellas, I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate 12 Stones. I appreciate what God's done. Man, I tell you what, from when this started, from when just a couple of guys from church started getting together, to what it's become now, it's been crazy. I guess you'd agree with that.
Oh yeah.
I think that we can all agree that we've had some good times, but more than anything else, there's been some times that God's become so real to us. When we've been out in the woods, I'm still chasing some of them times. I've had some of the biggest times in the Lord that I've had just out in the middle of the woods.
That's right.
And I thank God for that. I thank you for being obedient to the Lord when God laid it on your heart to do this. And I know there's not a trip that we go on that God hadn't gave you peace about allowing us to go. And I have no doubt that you pray about it all the time and seek God's face on what we ought to do, who ought to do the devotion. I thank God for that. I'm gonna tell y'all fellas, this is something that we ought to keep guard this. God's allowed some people to be added along the way, and that's been a blessing. And I feel like that everybody that's been here and everybody that's a part of this has been God's plan. And you know, God took 12 men and turned the world upside down.
That's right.
And you know, if we'll all be obedient to the Lord, it's hard telling what God will do with our lives together. But everybody knows about this other than one. And you know, I'm a firm believer that if you'll be faithful to God and serve God, He'll honor that. You know, and God's always met all of our provisions, whether we realize that or not. But every now and then, God will give us something we just want, just because, you know, just because that's a God. And the 12-stone community has grown pretty big. You know that. And here about a week ago, the 12 Stones community got together and decided they want to do something special and be a blessing to somebody that's been a blessing to so many other people. So yesterday, I went and picked this up on behalf of 12 Stones Outdoor Adventures. And happy birthday, founder. You know, sometimes you just got to suffer the consequences of serving God, Billy.
I'm speechless.
I figured you would too.
Man,
You
Hope
get
you
that
enjoy
one?
it.
I don't know what to say. Y'all got me
Let's break it in.
tore up.
We appreciate you, brother. It's an honor just to be a part of it.
Y'all didn't have to do that.
God done
Y'all
that
really
for you,
didn't have
buddy.
to do that. I appreciate y'all. Y'all that's too much. Y'all don't have to do that.
God's awful big.
He is. He sure is. Man. I'm gonna have to walk around and hug every one of you now.
Doesn't the Bible say exceedingly and abundantly?
Too, brother. Do you have a part in this?
I don't know.
That's why y'all probably down here.
How you
Ain't
doing? Nice to meet you, man.
Appreciate
I'm
you,
Josh.
man. You too, man.
I hadn't got a chance to meet you. But
Boy, if you got all that on video, you're gonna have to send me a copy. Man.
well, that's why I started hanging out with me.
Pulled up.
Daddy.
Hope you enjoy it.
Daddy. Daddy.
It was crazy. That
Daddy. I'm turning this GoPro off if you don't answer.
I thought that was pretty good.
I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to getting up with you, man.
You got out.
Whenever y'all had that river thing, man, he had to go practice this, man, because they was biting real good.
I know.
Thank you.